I am Candice Matsumura, and this is VTV News. Welcome back from spring break. There are now just 5 weeks of classes left before finals. Here's the latest Vanderbilt news. This past Tuesday, March 13th, Chancellor Zeppos hosted a discussion with former U.S. Representative Patrick J. Kennedy as part of the Chancellor's Lecture Series. The talk was titled A Common Struggle, Making Mental Health Essential Health, and was held in Langford Auditorium. The event was in conjunction with Vanderbilt's Go There campaign, an initiative to spark dialogue about mental health and well-being on campus. Representative Kennedy of Rhode Island served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from 1995 to 2011 and is a longtime advocate for mental health care reform. In his talk, Kennedy discussed the importance of addressing mental health and substance abuse through policy. Wednesday, March 14th, marked 1 month since the tragic shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Students and teachers from schools across the country participated in the National School Walkout to demand an end to gun violence. Hundreds of Vanderbilt students, faculty, and members of the community participated in Vanderbilt's walkout. They gathered in front of Central Library at 10 a.m. and stayed for 17 minutes to represent the 17 victims of the shooting. The walkout consisted of a moment of silence for victims of gun violence and speeches calling on participants to vote and take action. The Vanderbilt protest was organized by students Ben Lackner and Kelly McDonald. We spoke to Ben about the protest and the larger issue of gun control.
There's kind of 2 points. The first one is to honor the lives of the 17 people who died in the Parkland shooting, but also in honor of the tens of thousands of people who lose their lives every year to gun violence. The second point, though, is to show kind of the power that people our age hold when we come together and work for a common cause. And I think if you looked at the number of people who were here today, it's pretty clear that people are energized and active, and we can use that momentum to affect real policy change. So I want them to know that every little voice matters. Every call that you make to your senator, every call you make to your representative, and it's not just on the legislative end, it's on the economic end. If you use economic pressure on companies like Dick's and Walmart, they change their policies to increase the age to buy firearms. So there are things that are already happening, and if we use that, we can keep it moving. So I definitely want to say, it may seem like a daunting issue, and it may seem like there's interest groups that are a lot more powerful than us, but when we come together, we're the ones that vote, we're the ones that elect our representatives, and that's how we're going to go about making change that saves lives.
Ben and Kelly are also planning on starting a chapter of the Brady campaign to prevent gun violence. They invite any and all Vanderbilt students to join. The evening of Wednesday, March 14th, the Vanderbilt Political Review hosted a debate and rand lounge for the candidates of the Vanderbilt Student Government presidential election. The 2 tickets this year are Phyllis Doremus and Nicholas Gardner versus Tariq Issa and Lanier Langdale. Both of the campaign's platforms highlight financial inclusivity and an improved relationship between VSG and the student body. You can vote in the VSG presidential elections on AnchorLink on Tuesday, March 20th and Wednesday, March 21st. Now let's check in with Sports Correspondent Clay Leddin.
I'm Clay with this week's sports. On Wednesday, March 14th, the Vandy baseball team lost to Eastern Kentucky University 5-6. The close loss was a real heartbreaker for the fans and the team. This past week, Vanderbilt held a pro day, which was in preparation for the NFL draft. 29 NFL representatives visited Vandy to observe members of the football team showing off their talents. The NFL draft will take place in late April. Tomorrow, March 16th, is the Columbia 300 Music City Classic. Come out tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. to watch the women's bowling team compete at the Smyrna Bowling Center. Transportation will be provided by the Fanatics and Vanderbilt. That's all the sports updates for this week. Now back to Candice at the news desk.
That's all the news we have for this week. Tune back in next week for more Vanderbilt updates. I'm Candice Matsumura, and this is VTV News.